Furudashi. Hands, feet together. Bow. And right leg forward, left leg back. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Switch. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Side. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Switch. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. And back. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Switch. Ich. Ni. Son. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Rolls. Relax your arms. Reach. Cross. Roll your shoulders backward. Forward. Hips. Switch. All right, let's do a good job warming up our shoulders. Circle. Forward. And switch. Forward. And crisscross. Okay, so if you have tonfas, grab your tonfas, and if not, I actually think I want you guys to grab like a pencil or a pen or two of the same thing, even like a spoon or a butter knife, just something, spoon, two of them. So just grab two, something you can have in your hands, okay? And I'll do both. I'll grab a marker for each hand. And I'll have my tonfas nearby. Okay. All right, so if you have spoons, oh my gosh, if you're my age, you remember the tick. Okay, right, spoon. It's the battle call. Running into battle? Okay, you know, you got it's all good. My age and a particular really, really fine like group of people, right? That understands me. Okay, so bow. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to bring the, and I want you to have the top, like, so I'm gonna call my covers the top and the other part the bottom, right? So we're gonna pull our hands up so that the bottoms of whatever are close to each other, and then down, Okay, so we're gonna do, first we're gonna do the bottoms close to each other, and then we're gonna do like a double punch down, and the tops are gonna go close to each other. Okay, so ready? Let's just do a bunch of those. And in fact, we're gonna drive with them. We'll alternate the legs. And when you do the lifts in the Tonfa kata, it's like other places where you cover the knee with the foot and then down. So let's alternate the legs and we'll drive with just that movement, okay? And you can think of it either as a block or as like an uppercut. Ready? Each. Nay. Song. Chi. Bottoms. Tops. Nice. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. And even though I said tops, really, it's going to be a little bit more vertical. So I may have to adjust my, I think I'll start with Tonfa and then move to the pens so that I don't give you poor information, okay? So bottoms of the pens and then vertical punches near each other. So it's more like the thumbs are going to be near each other, not the, it's not going to be like this. Not the tops aren't going to be like that, okay? So up and then down, okay? Ready? Again. Each. Nay. Hands are like that. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Good. And now let's just do some punches, okay? So 3 punches. You're gonna hold these in your hands, okay? And 1, 2, 3. So the Ishinryu fist is like this, and I like having the pen in the middle, right? Because you can't get your hand all the way around. Sensei Eric, when he does Tonfa, his hands are a little bigger than mine, so he does a really good job of like locking in this, he can lock in that top finger, but I can't do that because my hands don't get around the Tonfa quite the same way. In fact, if I was doing the pen, right, I could do that because it's little, right? But the Tonfas are bigger in my hand, so I hold on, and there's an aspect of tight and loose, okay? But we're gonna start with punches, okay? So let's start with punches. All right, ready? Each. But do try to lock that finger in. Make sure that you're doing a good fist and that your thumb is really in contact in a strong way with the top finger. Nay, punch, 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 vertical punches. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Each. Nay. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. A few more. Each. Nay. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. I think that you guys who have the Tonfas in your hands, you'll do a better job getting tension on the Tonfa coming upward onto your forearm if you are more 90 degrees-ish with your punch, as soon as you start going this way, it's hard to punch up and have that down at the same time. So so just play with that. That tonfa should feel solid on your forearm the whole time that you're punching. And if it doesn't, then you need to play with the angle and then play with, I have to do it in front of the black so you can see it, right? You got to play with this part of it, and you should be pressing down a little bit so that up with the thumb, down with the fingers. Okay. Now, let's just add on, okay? So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe across, okay? So 1, 2, 3, you're gonna show me the palm of your hand and then come across. I want you to think like you're a tiger and you're gonna swipe across with that, okay? We've done that in class, right, with that open hand. So 1, 2, 3, bang. 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. And I'll show you with the tonfa. 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. 1, 2, 3. And notice that, I want you to notice that I've made this mistake. I've gone too high before. So 1, 2, 3, pull. And notice that my elbow is not really above my head, okay? The tonfa will extend. The tonfa will come up past my head, but not my elbow, right? Because and since Eric and I both made this mistake, we both blew out our shoulders at different times because the movement we were doing was way too big. So come across, boom, boom. The only time your elbow is going to come above your shoulder is here, is when you're doing that last swipe. But for here, it's the same or below, okay? So the only time is when you extend into the full figure 8. Which is not what we're gonna do right this second, but as we go forward to that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. 1, 2, 3, pull, swipe. And you guys who don't have the tonfas, I want you to move your body, boom. Let your front heel come up off the ground, boom, bang, and turn into it, okay? 1, 2, 3, pull, turn. 1, 2, 3, pull, turn. Okay? Each. Nay. Song. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Coup. Okay. Now come over here and let me, Kellen, come. Let me see what you're doing. Let me see what you have in your hands. Let me see what your hands. Okay. So I don't want you to be swinging them. I don't want you to. Your job is not to swing them. Okay. Because you don't have the appropriate thing. Your job is to hold them. Okay. So right now, what you and Patrick are doing is you are practicing this part. You are not practicing this part. As exciting and as fun as I know it would be to be swinging knives around and flipping them, you're going to learn the wrong technique with your hands. So I want you to hold it so that the top is showing on one side and the bottom shows evenly on the other side. Okay? And that's my fault. I didn't explain that earlier. Okay? But that's what I want you to do. As long as your hand isn't around the knife part, keep it right below the sharp part of your butter knife. Okay? So let that part stick out, but I want you to hold it all the way around. Okay? Do you have a question, Mary? Okay. Well, so the question was, how do we get to the last section? Okay? So you will do a rising block left, whoops, rising block right, left, strike right, rising block right, strike left, step forward, punch, 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 pull back right, strike right. Okay? So when you do the punch, 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 make sure you punch right, left, right, and then your right arm will be extended to do the pull back and the strike. Okay? Does that answer that question? Okay. All right. So let's do the kata from the side, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it with the tonfas and without the tonfas, and that there's tons of value in that. All right. Furudashi. Hands feet together. Bow, open, close. Pull back, dive in. Step to the right, look to the left, archer's block. Look to the right, archer's block to the left. Look forward, 1, 2, 3. Pull back, figure 8. Pull, pull, pull. Punch left, retract, figure 8. Pull, pull, pull. Step in, X, open, hug, down, double strike. Look to the left corner, rising block, punch underneath. Look to the right corner, rising block, punch underneath. Look straight ahead, rising block, punch, punch, punch. Pull back right, strike right, and leave it there for a sec. Okay, let's do that again. And then I'll grab the pens and we'll do it that way. Furudashi, hands and feet together. Bow, open, close. Retract, dive in, out to the side, look to the right, out to the side, look straight ahead, 1, 2, 3, pull back, figure 8, right, pull, pull, pull. Step, punch left, retract, figure 8, pull, pull, pull. Now, X, open, hug, down, double strike, look to the corner, rising block punch, look to the right corner, rising block punch, look straight ahead, rising block, punch, 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 retract, strike. Oh, I gave you wrong information. My left leg was forward. When I pulled it out of the kata, I didn't do the rising block, so I had the wrong leg forward. Now, even if you have tonfas, grab something little, because I want you to be able, what I want to do is I want to be able to have you see how important it is to relax and grab, and then relax and grab. So we're going to go forward, back, forward, forward, back, forward for those figure 8s, okay? And if you don't have tonfa yet, this is still just a great way to practice to learn the moves. So when you get the tonfas, this part's not so foreign. Okay. Hands, feet together. Bow. Open. Close. Pull back. Bottoms are near each other. Step in. Dive in. Out to the right. Archer's block. Look to the right. Archer's block to the left. Look to the front, 1, 2, 3, pull back, throw it forward, back knuckle, throw, that's your figure 8, pull, 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 step, punch, pull back, throw, 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 cross, cross, step in, X, open, hug, thumbs out, thumbs in, pull back, throw both. Step in, rising punch, rising block and punch. Rising block and punch. Look, rising block, punch, 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 pull, throw. Okay. All right. Now, if you have the pen, I'm going to do it with the pens again. If you have tonfas, you can grab the tonfas, just because I wanted that, whoopsie, wanted that piece. All right, one more time. Now we'll do something else. Furudashi. Ready? Hands, feet together. Open, close. Lift the right leg, dive in. Out to the side, switch out to the side. Step in, punch, 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 pull back, strike, strike, strike. Pull, pull, pull. Punch, pull back, strike, strike, strike. Pull, pull, pull. Come up, dive in, X, out, hug, down, turn, pull, throw, rising block, punch, rising block, punch, rising block, punch, 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 pull, throw. All right, so that's the very first part of the series. Go ahead and put your tonfas down, put your pens down, put your knives down, whatever you had. Okay, so any questions before we move away from that? Any questions on those techniques or anything? Okay, now, as a reminder, okay, Tonfa, come closer please. As a reminder, Tonfa is not supposed to even be put in your hands until green belt. Okay, get over here. Thank you. I'm not even supposed to put the Tonfas in your hand until green belt. This is a very unique situation. So I'm very excited and interested in giving you something exciting and interesting to do. However, this is an advanced class, and you best show up with your best stances and your best quality technique and your best attention. I can't go through this information quick and make it like, you know, a game. We have to go through it in a slow manner so that you get the information. So you need to be able to stay engaged, because I won't send the Tonfas to you if I don't think that you can handle being focused and engaged and having your best stances, even if you don't have them in your hands. Right? Because that's one of the defining factors between blue belt and green belt is the consistency. So if I'm gonna reward you, you need to earn it. Is that fair? Okay, so earn it. Earn it every time. I don't care if you're in the 11 o'clock class. Set the example for everybody else. If you're in the 11 o'clock fun class and people are like, you be, wah. Right? Set the example for other people to follow. They don't just copy me, they copy you too. All right, let's do, what shall we do? Let's do, we'll start at Seiyuchin, and we're gonna do Seiyuchin and Sandan and Wansu and Nahachin. So we'll do your empty hand, your upper empty hand katas, okay? So let's start at Seiyuchin. Fudarashi. And I better see some great stances out there, friends. Hammer and shield. Fudarashi. Seiyuchin. Go. Any questions? Are we good? Pinyan Sandan. Fudarashi. Bow. Fudarashi. Go. Os. Os. All right, Wansu. Fudarashi. I'm gonna come forward a little for Wansu. Okay. Right. Go. Outs. Outs. And notching. Ready? Face this way. Hammer and shield. Go. Us. Nice job today, you guys. Hands, feet together. Arigato. Good job.